They should put someone's address not in the video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Halloween Happy, where Halloween is more than just once a year. How's it going? If you are new to this channel, hi, my name is Sam. I'm so happy that you are here checking out what we do on this spooky side of the internet. I'm a Halloween lifestyle vlogger. I've always loved Halloween. This channel is just all about Halloween and my spooky Halloween life, pretty much. If you like Halloween, then you should subscribe. But anyways, guys, today is Monday. I hope all of you had a great weekend. Let me know in the comments what you did this weekend. I want to know how you spend your time. For today's video, I thought we would kind of relax, although I feel like I'm always, well, that would be a lie. It's just a casual Q&A. I haven't done one of these in such a long time. I had posted on my Facebook page that I would like to do an updated Q&A because I didn't do one for 2019. I didn't do one for 2018, I'm pretty sure, and I think the last one I did was maybe 2017. I guess if anything counts as a Q&A, it was like my assumptions video. If you're not following, the link is listed down below. All you have to do is search Halloween Happy. It should pop up, although the handle on the Facebook page is Get Halloween Happy, because I think Halloween Happy was taken, which I don't know by who. Look like I just woke up, which I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. But I tried to put a little effort in my face. Let me know if you guys could. Is there a notifications bell on my channel? When I go to someone's channel, it has the notifications bell where you click subscribe and then the notification bell is right near it. You can click on that and you can say personal, you can do all notifications, or you can turn notifications off. Someone messaged me on Instagram, they were wanting to turn the notifications on of when I post videos. Sent screenshots of another person's channel to show them, and then they showed me mine, and I don't have a notifications bell. I don't know if it's like if you have to be in a certain location. If you could just let me know if you have a notifications bell like right there, I would greatly appreciate it, because YouTube, why don't I have a bell? We're just gonna go ahead and jump into these questions. I'm always shocked no one ever asks like juicy questions, you know? Why is that? But I'm kind of glad you don't, because then I don't have to answer them. First question comes from Judy. If I'm still loving Salem. I am absolutely still loving Salem. Since I first visited, like, I just had this overwhelming love for this area. I just wake up every day. I'm still grateful that I'm able to live in this town. I just love it so much. I don't believe it. I feel like I'm still dreaming, and I just feel like any day someone's going to pinch me and I'm just gonna be back in Kansas. I can't tell if we're in focus because my eyesight's kind of blurry right now. My eyes still think I'm waking up. Definitely don't take it for granted. I'm just grateful for however long I'm here. I don't know how long that will be, but I'm just grateful like each day waking up and literally, like, it's just crazy. Next question is from Ashley, and she wants to know how Miles is. And let's see, Ashley, Amy, and who was the other ghoul who was asking about Miles? Might have been Rachel. I can't remember. I was gonna do an Insta story and tag you guys in it because you guys always want to know where Miles is at. I completely understand because he's been MIA since we've moved here. If you're new, Miles is my life-size skeleton that I've had forever, like 10 plus years. He's an OG skelly, guys, let me tell you. He's not a little trend, a little joke. He's an OG skelly buddy, let me tell you. Miles is doing good, thriving, obviously. He still likes to go work out at the gym. He doesn't help me as much on my videos. Like, we're kind of, last year we kind of went our own separate ways, but we still were like close. He's just doing his thing. I mean, we did have a talk that he wants to be part of Halloween Happy again. Just kind of felt like people didn't take him seriously anymore, which I understand. So I just kind of let him be, let him do his own thing, just gave him his space. He lives here, I see him often, and hopefully I'll let him know that you guys really miss him, and I think we could probably get him back into our Halloween Happy thing. I'm gonna work on it. And Glenn wants to know, when did you get so into Halloween? I grew up pretty much as an only child. I had to use my imagination, I had to keep myself busy all the time. I just remember my mom, like during October, I loved everything that we would do at school. I loved everything that we would do outside of school. I loved the weather, the way that it smelled. I just loved like going to look at Halloween stuff with my mom. It was just a happy time for me. My soul fell in love with it before my brain knew what it was, if that makes sense. I have such fond memories from when I was a little kid. I would keep these journals of October activities, Halloween activities. Wish I had these journals, because what little kid is like writing down stuff like this? And this was before, like, kids now, I would understand why they would do that, because Halloween is a lifestyle now. Like, it's so well known here in America anyway. A girl in Kansas, like back in the 90s, late 80s, keeping journals of Halloween costumes, activities I wanted to do for Halloween, October activities, story ideas, costume ideas. I would literally just make lists of anything spooky and Halloween related. It was sick. Would narrow down my costumes in these journals. Honest to God, like, I would just write out how Halloween made me feel, how the season made me feel. Gradually, like, as I became a teenager, was more creative. I had more ways to bring Halloween into my life. And then as an adult, I was like, hey, since I love Halloween so much, I started planning these parties. My mom, even though she loved Halloween, she didn't really like my parties because I decorated too crazy. She was like, Sam, I know you love Halloween, but it's only one night. Like, why are you ruining our house for your party guest? But it was crazy. I hope this is not too dark. I feel like it's so dark. Is it dark, you guys? I'm sorry. So yeah, and then I was just like, screw it. Like, we're going all in, baby. I've always been into Halloween. It's not a trend. It's not a little thing to do. It's just something, it's the reason I live, like, honestly. Rachel wants to know, do you have any DIYs for Halloween? So when I first started my channel, and that was another thing, like, it's crazy how things have changed, but when I started my channel, I wanted to show how I put my Halloween touches on every single holiday, because I loved it so much. It wasn't a thing of like, now all these companies sell like Halloween themed Valentine stuff. It was a thing that I just had to create for myself, and now like it's a thing, you know what I mean? For DIYs for Halloween, I always make Halloween cards. I do horror cards. I have a few videos of some Halloween, like I did horror cupcakes and stuff like that. I'm hoping that I can get ahead of January's schedule for my videos, that I can actually do Halloween this year. I actually do love Valentine's a lot. Amber wants to know, where do you get most of your Halloween decorations from? So, oh, this is tough. I feel like there's two places. Thrifting a lot. I find a lot of Halloween stuff from thrifting. TJ Maxx, honestly, it's my go-to spot because they have so much house decor, and that's like my jam, is home decor. Differ here and there each Halloween shopping season, but TJ Maxx has always been like my jam. Don't even get me started. When I first started, like, you could shop TJ Maxx Halloween from early July through the early of October, but now everyone knows about Halloween at TJ Maxx, so you have to shop early or you're gonna miss out. Every year I get messages, people are like, oh, it's like September, I went to TJ Maxx and they have like no Halloween. I'm like, duh, because everyone in summertime is shopping for Halloween because we're miserable in summer. If you go to TJ Maxx, you better go early, man. She wants to know, do you have a budget on how much you spend on Halloween? Before I moved, when I lived in Kansas, I had these Halloween parties that I would spend so much money on, more than $1,000. That's ridiculous. Okay, it's really not, but it is, but it's not. A few thousand, but not like over 5 or 4. I don't know. Me shopping now, I'm like, okay, I'm not spending money on cool decorations for my Halloween party, not spending money on invites, not spending money on booze, not spending money on food, not spending money on games, and just all of this craziness. That's amazing. Clearly the budget, like my spending, has gone down. I was thinking last year I didn't even shop as much as I've normally done in the past, just because cost of living here in Salem is expensive, and your ghoul, like, no, there's not a lot of money to spend on Halloween. So it might look like I'm always buying Halloween. I guess I am, but I'm really like cheap about it now. Plus you kind of have to drive out of the way around here to go to all of these places all the time. Maybe I'm just lying to myself. I really do try not to spend a lot, because I'm like, I already have so much. This question is from Sandra. She wants to know, what gave you the idea to decorate your apartment all Halloween? I hate home decor that is not Halloween related. It is so boring. I just never liked my home decor. I never had fun decorating it, and I'm a good decorator. Like, not to toot my own horn and not to sound big-headed, but I can decorate. I just love it so much. I'm good with making everything look so cozy, so homey, so like just lived in, then also make it look kind of like a store, if that makes sense. Thought it was dumb to buy so much home decor that was plain and that didn't bring me any joy just because you're supposed to have plain decor in your house. So come October, you know, I'm always so happy to decorate. I was always so happy to decorate for my parties. And then when I had to put everything up, I was always so sad and depressed. I started off with just having my room Halloween because I lived with my mom, or I lived with like another partner. It's their space too, obviously. I lived by myself. I was like, oh, well, Halloween makes me happy, so why wouldn't I surround myself with that? So then I started my bathroom, the kitchen, and it's just like, if I'm gonna invest so much money in collecting this stuff, and I don't want to say collecting like it's such a collection, but it's a lot of stuff and it's my collection. It might not be like collectible pieces, you know what I mean? And it just makes me so happy. I love it so much. I'm not depressed looking at it. I'm not like, oh, I can't wait till I can decorate for Halloween. Like, no, we're already decorating for Halloween. If it makes you happy, come on. And if you have like a little room in your place that you're able to, or a little space, like if you can even just do your bed up Halloween, do it. It just, for me, it improves my spirit so much. This question comes from Irene. She wants to know, do you plan on getting another doggy? I lost my Lucy and I didn't want to replace her. Then I got a puppy from my boyfriend and it made my life better. Irene, I'm so sorry you lost little Lucy. I know, it is so tough. You don't want to replace them. And I'm so glad that your puppy is making your life better. If you don't know, I lost Denali. She was the best dog, my best friend, my soulmate. Her soul was so magical. I can't even, she was like my rock. She was with me through so much stuff in my life. Like, she probably had seen me cry like a million times. I'm not even joking. Lost her November. Oh, it's actually going to be November, 2 months tomorrow as I'm filming this. I had her since she was a puppy. She was 14. And I still have my other dog, Raven. I got Raven a year after I got Denali. 13, I had her since she was a puppy as well. When I had Denali, Denali was always like my best friend. Raven was my kid, if that makes sense. Denali was just up for anything. She was like, let's go. I can do this on my own. I can do this with you. But Raven was just kind of like, she was a special dog. Raven is, I think she's enjoying being the only dog right now, because not that I like neglected her, obviously, but Denali was like the pack leader between them two. Raven is slowly coming out of her shell. I think she's liking being the only dog right now. I don't want to get another dog, because then what if Raven's like, oh great, I thought I was going to be the #1 dog and here I go back in second place or whatever. But then I'm like, well, what if she's sad? What if it would like raise her spirits, give her something to do, give her some company, even though I'm home most of the time? So I go back and forth. I don't know. I could talk about this forever. I definitely do want to give a dog another good home, like a good life. I know that Denali would want me to do that. I know that Denali would want me to put like my heart and soul into another pet and like giving them a second chance. At this moment in time, I mean, I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes. All right, Jessica wants to know, what is your favorite piece of Halloween decor and is there a story behind it? Ooh, that's one I would have to think about. Anything that sparks a memory, like it might not be an actual thing from that memory, but if it's something like the bells, like the jingle bells, probably like that just remind me of like my Halloween parties, that remind me of my first home office that I had for Halloween Happy. Anything that you guys make me that has anything to do with like my mom or Denali? That's a really tough question. It's a tough question. That's what I would have to really think about and like look around, you know? So Nia wanted to know, have you ever regret not buying a Halloween item or items? She said, like, when I go shopping, I wonder upon a Halloween item and then decide to get it another time, but when I go back for it, it's not there. Yeah, all the time. There's like a few phases. Like, you find something and you automatically know you need that. If you're questioning it, guessing it, I'm like, let me walk around the store for a little bit, and if it's not something that I need to leave with, I'll leave. Next phase is it something I think about the days to come after I've seen it? There's been like some blankets that I wish I would have picked up, some coffee mugs that I would find at the thrift shop that I was like, oh, I should have got that. I could tell you, since this came out last year, that Halloween tree, the Halloween Christmas tree one with the bulbs that looks like the vintage Christmas tree, ceramic trees. If I didn't get that, I'd be so bummed, but I would know it was actually really popular. I'd be pretty confident that they'll come out with it again. It's like horror shirts that come out and I'm just not in a rush to buy them, but I'm like, oh, I should have got that. Halloween craft supplies, and they ended up being on sale and I didn't know. I'm like, why didn't I grab more of that? All right, this next question comes from Courtney. We all know that Halloween is more than once a year. If you had to live the same Halloween over and over, Groundhog Day style, what would be your ideal eternal Halloween be? Any of the Halloweens that I visited Salem before I moved here, my first Halloween living in Salem, some of the Halloweens that where I threw my parties were just so magical because like magical things happened, guys. Like, if you've been around for a long time, then you know. Honestly say any Halloween with my mom. Just some of the Halloweens that, yeah, it would be a Halloween with my mom. Even if I was a kid, that's fine. I guess maybe like my last Halloween party as an adult that my mom was here. I don't know, I'm gonna get sad, but yeah. This is a good question. Jamie wants to know what my version of self-care is. I'm hoping to do a video about this. All right, let's freeze that frame real quick. So when I was trying to answer this question, I was thinking that she wanted to know my ways of self-love, not self-care, although I feel like they do intertwine together. So this is just me rambling about self-love. But self-care is just doing stuff that makes me happy and that I really enjoy doing, which is Halloween stuff. So sorry that I'm rambling about self-love, even though she wanted to know about self-care. If you want to see a video, comment down below and let me know. Self-care, guys. I think also with losing my mom, like, because no one's gonna love you or care for you as much as your parents will ever do. It's just putting you first, choosing you. Sometimes it is hard. Like, I go through moments in life where I really do not care about myself. It makes me so, like, I'll start crying if I talk about it, so we'll save it for a video, but it makes me so sad to think that there's been times where I don't put myself first. I don't show myself love. Like, I show myself hate. Like, it's sad. I try to think of how I would take care of myself if I was a little kid. Like, if I had a little kid, would I say the things and treat her the way that I treat myself? No. How would I treat my best friend? How do I expect like a partner to treat me? Like, my version of self-care is putting yourself first, realizing your worth, taking the time that you need to better yourself, to love yourself, finding out like who you are in life, what you want out of life, just doing what makes you happy is self-care, because I feel like once that flows and you're happy, everything kind of comes into place, if that makes sense. She also wants to know, what's the one thing you regret most in your life? I live my life fearing the feeling of regret. I can't tell you how long I've been afraid of regret. I wish that I would have taken college more seriously. I wish I would have continued with my college education. Ugh, it's gonna make me sad. Man, you guys are really getting all the tears in these videos. Thought since I couldn't afford like more college, I thought that it's something that I couldn't achieve. Didn't think I was like smart enough to continue like the things that I wanted to pursue in college. Marketing, business. Just wish I would have like taken it more seriously when I was younger. I just didn't think I was like deserving of that. Like, isn't that so sad? Another regret in life is when I lost my mom. Like, I honestly should have gone to a therapist because I completely like I shut everyone out of my life. I stopped talking to my friends. I was in a relationship and I just like pushed everyone away, and I did not handle things the way that I should have with people in my life. Like, that's like one thing I'll always regret. I tried to move on because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I wasn't myself because I feel like these emotions like kind of turned into something. Didn't care about my job at the time, which is really weird for me to do. I just didn't handle certain relationships the way that I should have. I just pushed everyone away without even telling them that, like, that I was like heartbroken and sad about my mom. I didn't think I was like deserving of those people. So I just pushed everyone away. So I wish I didn't do that. I wish I would have talked to these people in my life because they deserved to know what I was going through instead of just me saying, all right, see ya. So that's one thing that I regret. It's getting kind of deep. To know, what are your pet peeves? I don't like rude people. Like, who do you think you are to treat people so rudely? People talk like they interrupt you and they talk over you. When people chew loud with their mouth open, I guess. To know, what's your most admirable quality? What's my most admirable quality? Like, what quality do I admire about myself? I'll do myself and other people. I want to say that I'm sensitive. Is that a quality? I think so. I don't know. I'm an empath. I have a lot of sensitivity for other people because I can put myself in their shoes, and like I tend to take on what they're dealing with, and so I understand them more. For other people, I would say I admire a quality that other people can show is respect. And then like going back with myself, always trying to see the positive of things. That's something I got from my mom because that's like what we had to survive life. Shannon wants to know, what's your favorite horror movie? It's Halloween, guys. My favorite horror movie is Halloween. Then I love Creature from the Black Lagoon. Michael wants to know, what's your favorite Halloween items that you have bought through the years? That kind of goes back to like anything from my early party Halloween party days. He also wanted to know, what do you enjoy doing during your spare time, non-Halloween related? I'd rather just be doing something Halloween happy related. That's like when I'm happiest. Organizing, I like cleaning. I like being outside. I love listening to music. How do you deal with Halloween space hoarding issues? Asking for a friend. That's from Pinky. It is tough because I still have tubs of Halloween stuff that's not in the apartment. You can put your Halloween decor out. That takes so much storage space away that you don't need. I gotta clean out some of my Halloween stuff because there's a lot of stuff that I could probably like let go. Hoarding issues, it's hard, guys. Like, that's why I try not to collect so many different items or themes. You know, things that I can actually use in my everyday life. It's hard. It's hard. I mean, I wish I could help you, but I'm having the same issues. How much would you recommend budgeting for a trip to Salem? So this is from Kaylee. That really depends. I'm trying to think. Depends on where you stay, honestly. October is going to be pretty expensive. I don't know where you're flying from or anything like that, but I would say hotel. Usually the hotels around here are like 100 and something maybe a night, non-Halloween. Come Halloween, they're pricey. You can always stay outside of Salem, like in one of the surrounding towns like Peabody, Danvers. That helps take down the cost. And I'm different. Like, just as long as I was walking around Salem, I was happy. Like, I didn't have to go buy a bunch of stuff. I want to think about food and drink. Maybe like 1,000? I don't know. That's really hard to scale. So Heather wants to know, how would you describe the perfect Halloween? Getting flowers, obviously. I love getting flowers. I like buying flowers for myself too. Getting dressed up in your spooky attire. Go walk somewhere, get dressed up, go out to dinner, have a drink or two. Not anything spooky. Theme has to be spooky, right? I love love. Jalen wants to know, I was curious what your relationship with your brother was like. I've heard you mention him before, but was curious if you guys were close or don't talk. I came across your channel last year, so sorry if you have talked about it before. I was wondering when someone would ask about that. To keep it short, I actually don't talk to my brother. He's older than me. Like, we lived in the same house because it was me, him, my mom, but we lived like in an awful neighborhood, guys, and I don't know, it was just... his life kind of went like in a different direction than mine did, and it's such a long story, but and I'll probably like talk about this later on, maybe. I don't know. The last time I talked to him was the day of my mom's funeral service. It'll be 4 years this May. His life went into a different direction, which was really tough for him, and I completely understand. My mom would try to help him out. He just always thought she was going to be there for him. I felt like he would take advantage of her and just didn't respect her, and my mom like always had so much stress worrying about him, and I hated seeing her like that. Detached myself. I was like, nope. There is no relationship. Sometimes like it's so sad because I'm like, I don't even know if he is alive. My grandma actually passed away last year, and there was a thing that was sent out to like my uncle, me, and my brother. So I'm assuming that he's like still alive, and that is really weird that I'm saying. I don't know if he's alive, but that's just because of certain things in life. So currently there is no relationship. This is from Kara. So you think celebrating Halloween will make you sick of it one day? I don't. I mean, I may not get excited about a little thing like other people do when they see it once a year, because I'm like, please, that's my lifestyle. I was always worried about that, like having my Halloween decor up all year before I actually did it. I was like, what if I get sick of it? That will be the saddest day in my life. But I mean, I've loved it since I was a little kid, and it's been how many years now? I just don't see that happening. It makes me happy, and I'm just gonna enjoy it. I don't see that happening, but you never know. Jessica commented on the photo I posted. She said, that's such a happy looking room. Thank you. From Baleen, she wants to know, how are you doing? Hi, Baleen. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. This year is a good start. Just trying to take care of myself, put myself first, worry about me. That's going good. She wants to know, how many mugs do you have? I would love to see a video of all your mugs. I definitely will do that. Oh, your daughter collects Lilo and Stitch mugs. How cute. Danielle wants to know, what is one of your favorite Halloween pieces? I love vintage Halloween items. Seems even though Halloween has waves of popularity in the last years, finding good quality items is difficult. May have addressed this in the past. When you moved to Salem, did you have to downsize your Halloween? Definitely agree with you about finding good quality pieces. I have this tree that I got from Target a long time ago, and I still have it. The lights don't work on it anymore. It's that tree right there. It's kind of hard to see. Not the light up one, but this one right in front of you guys. I remember that was like one of the first pieces that I got when I decorated my bedroom Halloween. I love my Halloween Christmas tree. Mostly I downsized on Halloween party stuff, like outdoor stuff, because I knew it would be a while before I had like a yard. If there was anything that was really special to me, I did keep, but it was more like Halloween party props. And then I pretty much got rid of everything else non-Halloween to take with me to Salem. The last question, this comes from Amy. She wants to know, where in the world would you most like to visit? There's so many places, guys. Growing up, I always said that Salem was a place, but now I live here. I would also love to visit Transylvania. I've always wanted to visit Alaska. I've always wanted to visit Tokyo. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for this Q&A. Thanks for asking the Halloween questions and the non-related Halloween questions. Actually, there were a few juicy ones in there, so I definitely take that back. Let me know if you like these videos. We can always do some more Q&As. Can also talk about some topics while I'm getting ready and doing like a little chit chat makeup video. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want to see what I'm up to, check me out on social media. It's Halloween Happy. All my links are listed down below. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope this video finds you having a Halloween happy kind of day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hopefully this was in focus. If it wasn't, I'm so sorry for your eyeballs.